Hello children, welcome back to today's science class. In today's class, we are going to learn a new lesson in science. Lesson number 3, plants. In this lesson, we'll be studying about the types of pollination and the agents of pollination, and we'll learn about the life cycle of flowering plants and also about the different types of soil and the farmer's friend. Children, do you know about the farmer's friend? Yeah, honeybee, earthworm are called as farmer's friend. In this video, we'll learn about the introduction part and about the types of pollination and the agents of pollination. Introduction. Plants are useful to us in number of ways. Plants produce their own food. At the same time, they are used as food for men and animals. Plants are not only used as food but also as medicine. Plants release oxygen, which is essential for our survival. Some plants grow in our surroundings naturally and some are grown by us. We need to know about the plants which are useful to us in many ways. First, we'll learn about reproduction in plants. Reproduction is a process by which new individuals of the same species are produced. Both plants and animals reproduce. The flowers perform the function of reproduction in plants. There are two kinds of reproduction that takes place in plants, namely sexual reproduction and asexual reproduction. In sexual reproduction, new plants emerges from seeds. In asexual reproduction, new plants are produced from roots, leaves, stems and buds. Children, now we'll learn about flower. We have all seen flower, right? Flower is a reproductive part of a plant. Flower is a modified shoot. Flowers have four important parts, namely sepal, petal, androecium and gynoecium. First, we'll learn about sepal. Sepal is the outer part of a flower. Usually, it is small, green in color. It protects the bud in the early stage. Next one, petal. Petal is often colorful and it attracts the insect. Next, about androecium. It is a male reproductive part of a flower. It is composed of stamens. Each stamen consists of a stalk called filament and a small bag-like structure called anther at the tip. The pollen grains are produced in the anther within the pollen sacs. Next one is gynoecium. Gynoecium is a female part of a flower. It has three parts. They are ovary, style and stigma. The ovary contains the ovules. The flowers which contain either androecium or gynoecium are called as unisex flowers. Example, corn, papaya, cucumber. The flowers which contain both androecium and gynoecium are called bisexual flowers. Example, mustard rose. To attract pollinators like insects, plants are bright in color and produce smell in their flowers. Plants which are pollinated by the honeybees and butterflies have sweet scent and have bigger colorful petals. Example, sunflower, pumpkin. Pigments present in the petals give them different colors. Plants which are pollinated by moth and bats release their fragrance mostly at night and have colorless petals. Example, mango, banana, jasmine, etc. Here is a table with the color of the petal and the pigment present in them. Color of the petal: red, pink, blue, purple. The name of the pigment is anthocyanin. Yellow-orange color petal. The name of the pigment is carotenoids. Green color petal and the pigment present in them is chlorophyll. Children, do you know Kurunji or Neela Kurunji? It is a shrub. It is found in the Chola forest of Western Ghats in South India. It got their name from the purplish blue flower of Neela Kurunji that blossoms once in 12 years. It is found in the Nilgiri Hills, which is referred as Blue Mountains. Next, we'll learn about pollination. The transfer of pollen grain from the anther to the stigma of a flower is called pollination. There are two types of pollination, namely self-pollination and cross-pollination. Self-pollination means the transfer of pollen grains from the anther of the flower to the stigma of a same flower is called self-pollination. When it comes to cross-pollination, the transfer of pollen grains of a flower to a stigma of another flower of a different plant of same species is called cross-pollination. Now we'll learn about the agents of pollination. Pollination by wind is called as anemophily. Pollination by water is called as hydrophily. Pollination by insects is called as entomophily. Next, we'll learn about fertilization. The process of fusion of male and female gametes is called fertilization. The cell which results other fusion of gametes is called zygote. A zygote develops into an embryo. The last topic in today's class, we are going to discuss about fruits and seed formation. After fertilization, the ovary grows into a fruit and other parts of a flowers will fall off. The seed develop from the ovules. The seed contain an embryo enclosed in a protective seed coat. There are two types of seed called as monocotyledons and dicotyledons. Dicotyledons have seed with two cotyledons, whereas the monocotyledon have only one cotyledon. Children will watch a video and learn more about the pollination and also about the seeds formation.
Pollination is the process of transferring pollen grains from anther to stigma. It is the important process in the production of fruits and seeds. There are two types of pollination. Transferring pollen grains from anther to stigma of the same flower is called self-pollination. Transferring pollen grain from anther of one flower to the stigma of another flower of different plant of the same type is called cross-pollination. Pollination takes place by agents like wind, water and animals. Pollination by wind is anemophily. In this type of pollination, the pollen grains are non-sticky, dry, light and powdery. Grass, maize, pine are pollinated by wind. Hydrophily, pollination by water. They have mucilaginous covered pollen grains in plants like Vallisneria, Hydrilla, entomophily, pollination by insects. While collecting honey from one flower to another, the legs of honeybee are dusted with pollen grains or transferred to another flower. The ovule undergoes fertilization and becomes seed. Hummingbird, ants, bats carry out the pollination of plants in similar way. Plants are classified as monocotyledons, dicotyledons. In monocotyledon, the seed has single cotyledon. Root tissue, seed coat, cotyledon. Embryonic leaf and embryonic root. Embryonic leaves, embryonic shoot, embryonic root with two cotyledons covered by seed coat. Bean, castor, pea maize, wheat, rice or dicotyledon plants. Monocots have fibrous root system, whereas dicots have taproot system. Monocot leaves have parallel venation. Dicots have reticulate venation.
Children, I hope you all enjoyed the video and learnt about pollination and about the types of seed. We'll meet you in the next class. Thank you, children.